is Kayla Quinn. The purpose of my speech today is to inform you of the influences of social media on today's world. How many of you today have already used Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, texting, YouTube, or even Google? Social media's influences on today's society has been steadily increasing for the past 40 plus years. Since social media is a huge part of my generation, I was surprised to see the statistics of exactly how many people actually use some form of social media. During my speech, I will be discussing the history and background, the different types, and finally how it impacts our daily lives. So to understand social media, let's go back to where it all began. According to Merriam-Webster.com, in the year 2004, the definition of social media is forms of electronic communication as websites for social networking and microblogging through which users create online communities to share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content such as videos. According to Gordon Goebel, in the year 2012, in the article, The History of Social Networking, CompuServe was the first major internet provider in the United States. You actually had to use dial-up to connect to the web. In 1971, the first email was sent. This enabled people to communicate on a whole other level. You can imagine what that did to the U.S. Post Office. Then in 1985, AOL was founded, and it was one of the most powerful providers for social media. The internet boom brought about many other networking sites. Some examples from the years 1997 and 2004 were 6degrees.com, Community Connect Inc., Friendster, LinkedIn, MySpace, and finally Facebook. The goal of the internet boom was to try to get personal computers to every household. I will now discuss some of the more popular social media in detail. According to Sarah Phillips, who wrote the article A Brief History of Facebook from the newspaper The Guardian in 2007, Facebook was created by Mark Zuckerberg. Mark was a student at Harvard University and designed this for his fellow students. Eventually it went to all the other universities. Then in 2005 it became known as Facebook.com. It originally was used for educational purposes in the high schools. Today people are able to connect with friends, post statuses, upload photos, and find out what others are doing. As a Facebook user, you have the option of making your profile private so only friends may view. According to Jane Suskin, who wrote the article that will surprise you, Facebook is at the top of social media with 1.1 billion users. Facebook users use over 2.5 billion pieces of content per day. Another form of social media is Twitter. In the article, What is Twitter and Who Invented It? Twitter was founded in 2006 by Jack Dorsey. He sent his first tweet on March 21st, 2006. It read, "Just setting up my Twitter." Some facts about Twitter is it is limited to 140 characters, it keeps you connected to others, and allows you to see what is even going on with celebrities and politicians and just your friends. There are about 50 million tweets per day, 250 million monthly users, and it supports 35 different languages. In 2012, Ditto Music, in the article, who found Instagram, stated it was Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger. They were two Stratford graduates who founded it in 2010. This type of social media allows people to tag, like, upload photos for people to see. You also have the option to keep the site private. There are 150 million monthly Instagram users, 75 million daily users, and finally the average number of photos posted are 55 million. One of the biggest search engines of social media is Google. According to the Google company, Larry Page and Sergey Brin co-founded Google.com in 1997. They wanted to create and invent an infinite amount of information for everyone to be able to use. Presently, there are 300 million monthly users, and an average monthly time spent using Google is 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Finally, the final type of social media I will be discussing is YouTube. Chad Hurley and Jod Crin founded YouTube in 2005. They wanted to be able to share worldwide videos and upload their own. According to Craig Moth, the number of YouTube users is 1 billion. The number of YouTube videos per day is 4 billion, and the average time spent using YouTube is 4,652 minutes. Now that I have discussed the different types, I will now move on to social media and how it affects our daily lives. According to Marketing Charts 2013, people ages 18 to 64 use social networking on an average of 3.2 hours per day. According to Mashable.com, some of the ways it is changing in our lives are: we get our news from Yahoo, CNN, the Weather Channel, and also Google. The internet is used today to start businesses and to advertise and promote products. How we meet, stay in touch, and reveal things about ourselves with people using Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And finally, we can use this to influence. More and more people are starting to use social media. Everyone is using its capabilities to influence others, whether it is to try to get discovered or just share a cute video with as many people as possible. In conclusion, hopefully you can see what a huge impact social media has on our lives. As I only touched on a few, there are so many other types. By going over the background history, the different types, and how it impacts our lives, I hope you all can see social media is here to stay. Thank you so much for allowing me to share with you my speech while using the one type of social media, which is YouTube.